on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy, and I have a question for all of you. Very kind of important question. Why is everybody an asshole? I ain't talking about the good kind of asshole like me. I'm a good asshole. You know, I may do things from time to time that may be considered bad to the general population of Earth, as in, I hate children, I hate dogs, I hate anything that's not really cats, so yeah. But what I'm talking about is fuck you. But yeah, it's like in recent years, especially during the year 2020, we saw a lot of people just potentially becoming the worst possible people ever. And, you know, all these companies that only get worse. You know, it's not just the people that are assholes, it's the companies. Like, we all know how bad places like Walmart is. We know how bad other places are, and things like that. But my big question is, why? You know, you see people like Ellen DeGeneres, who you grew up on. You watch them, and you watch their shows and their movies, and you watch things like that, and then come to find out several years later, a decade and a half later, oh, this person's a complete asshole. You know, doesn't care about their people, doesn't care about this and that, is a total fucking horrible person to work with on set. And yet, these people, they always put on a facade. They put on a face that most people are like, yeah, I'd love to be friends with this person, I'd love to meet this person, I'd love to be on their show at some point, XYZ. But you find out just how bad they really are, and what their bottom line is. Now, in the cases of companies and corporations, again, like Walmart and other places, it's like, you instantly know what their bottom line is. It's more money. I mean, who doesn't want more money? I get that. But do you have to be a complete asshole about it? I have heard so much horror stories involving places like GameStop and Walmart, and why you should never work for these companies solely because of how bad management is, how bad the higher ups are to the managers. You know, the people that own GameStop and some of the people that own shares in these companies are sometimes just as bad, because, you know, they have shares and stocks in these companies. So what they want more money, as well as the companies themselves. You know, I've heard Amazon is a bad place to work for. I've heard, you know, Walmart and shit, because the people there are assholes. Certain people like Bezos are assholes. You know, the people that have made Walmart are assholes and things like that. But my question is, why? You know, when in theory, you know, you basically should be able, right? You should be able to essentially do the job, right? And make all this money. And here's a crazy concept. You can do all this without being an asshole. That's the most craziest concept in the fucking world. And, you know, you got people like Ellen, who, again, have been proven time and again that, you know, in some cases they could be assholes, they could be, like, bad people, and things like that. And honestly, you know, what do they want? In essence, I really don't get what they want. You know, because some people, they want more fame, they want more fortune, they want more people to be like, hey, these, you know, people are cool. But in the grand scheme of things, if you want more money and you want to be more famous, you want more of this, you want more of that, well, don't be a fucking idiot and do something to throw your life away. You know, just because you have a lot of money, just because you have a lot of fame, doesn't mean you'll last long in this world if you do things to fuck it all up. For example, you know, during the whole quarantine thing, which let me be real here, I'm gonna fucking say something that's kind of controversial. I don't think that COVID actually exists. It never did. It was all just a myth. It was all a lie, a scam for people to sell more, you know, vaccines and more people to, you know, get worked up over nothing and just the government's control over everything. That's just the way I see it. I personally think this whole COVID thing never existed. It's all fake, and people are making a big deal out of nothing. And so what if people die? People die every day, and you don't hear me complaining about cancer. You don't hear me complaining about suicide. You don't hear me complaining about school shootings. I mean, I do. On some occasions, I will talk about these school shootings and things like that, but, you know, people die every day. So, you know, if we can find out how to slow down the death process, maybe make people live longer or things like that, you know, maybe people won't die as much or as common or frequency. I mean, probably right now, after me saying that last sentence, 5 people are dead. 5, 10 people are dead. Because there are billions and billions and billions of people on this world. This fucking planet, this earth, this bullshit. And I'm sure we can fucking get rid of 1 million people. Or however much have actually died from this supposed virus. Now, back then, in 2020, during the whole quarantine thing, which I also think was fucking stupid as shit, I think the whole process was dumb. But, you know, Ellen said something, it was more like a fucking jail. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she was one of those people that said that she has a fucking mansion. Or some really nice house. So you're telling me that, you know, in certain cases, you could still work from home being a celebrity that has a really, you know, big Ellen DeGeneres show, you know, and things like that. And you're telling me that that it sucks, essentially, that it's bad. Also, what the fuck happened to this tree? That shit does not look right. But anyways, so in essence, you're saying that, you know, people that are in your situation, you know, don't deserve all this, that you don't deserve to be in quarantine and shit like that. And also, what about the people less fortunate than you? People like me who are in debt, people who are about to lose the power, you know, have their power cut off, people who are suffering for being good people. And that's honestly what it is. I'm not saying I'm the best person, but I'm a damn good person. I'm smart, I'm kind, I'm better than most people actually on this fucking planet. I'm gonna say it. And it's not wrong of me to say that, nor is it wrong for me to act like that, because, I mean, I am tired of having people basically smear shit on my good name. I am nothing like a lot of these other people. I mean, some people have compared me to Adolf Hitler. And I'm like, what? Nah, mate. If I was, trust me, you'd fucking know it. Trust me. Just fucking trust me on that one. Because it's true. You would completely, 1000% know when or if I become Hitler. Or the equivalent of it. So, really, it's just the way shit is. The world is fucked. But I need to know why. I have to know why so many people ruin things. You see celebrities like fucking Will Smith. You know, during the whole award ceremony, I think was it the Oscars or something like that? The whatever the fuck, I don't know, some thing like that. He slapped the fuck out of the other black guy, what was his name? Chris Rock? Hard Rock? I don't know. Some Rock. I think Chris Rock? I don't know. All because he had got offended over a joke. I mean, you're telling me we can't make jokes anymore? Like, really? And I guess one of the rumors is that his wife left him. So really, who cares? But you know, we get all these people that I don't even like. Who the fuck cares about Kim Kardashian? Who cares about Kanye West? They're a bunch of fucking idiots. Okay? Khloe Kardashian's a bitch. Having kids left and right just so they can make more television programs after them. Like, nobody fucking cares. No one cares about the Jersey Shore. No one cares about the Kardashians. No one cares about Kanye West. No one cares about Ellen. No one cares about this person or that person to begin with. So why in the fuck would you ruin that? Like, I mean, yeah, I don't care much for these people, but, you know, they had an empire. They had, you know, good things going for them. They had a lot of fame and fortune. They hook up with celebrities constantly and get them on the shows, and they're friends with other people, and, you know, they basically help each other boost popularity. I mean, some of these people, I don't even know who the fuck they are, but I'm willing to watch their content and shit. But, you know, they ruin all that because they say something stupid, or they do something stupid, or, you know, word gets out that there's a toxic environment within their midst that they aren't doing anything about. You know, I was watching an Illuminati video, and she was talking about how, you know, all these things about Ellen, which I find to be pretty damn true, what I think is true. The whole situation was kind of bullshit. Now, I don't really think she's a flat-out horrible person. I mean, when you have a giant-ass company, a lot of employees and things like that, it's hard to keep track of them all. It's hard to, you know, be like, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. But in some cases, you know, I don't really think there is ever any excuse for all the sexual harassment going on and all the harassment in general, to things like, you know, don't even talk to her or look at her or things like that off camera. Like, damn. That's pretty shitty. You know, and especially for someone that says be kind to one another almost every chance she gets. Yeah, practice what you fucking preach. And maybe we might consider doing the exact same thing. But let's be real here. Other people would kill to be in your position right now. All this money, all this fame, you know, relationships, having a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, children, having, you know, money. Some people are broke as fuck, right? Some people are homeless. Some people have no life because they can't afford a life. They can't afford lives. They can't afford life luxuries or anything like that. Like, I can't afford anything. I can't buy shit. Alright? I'm lucky I got this PS4 when I did. I'm lucky I got my computer. I'm lucky I got this and got that. But I want more. We all want more. More money, more time, more everything. So some of us would literally, we would actually find someone and murder them just so we can get a shot at that life, that luxurious fame and fortune. I mean, I would kill to be PewDiePie or Mr. Beast or people like that. And also, I have a problem with society canceling everything. You know, you dig up something they said like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. You dig up something they said or did that long time ago, and you condemn them forever because of it. You dox people online. Oh, I know where this person lives. Yeah, so who cares? Just because you don't like something I said or did 5 years ago, get the fuck over yourselves, okay? Like, seriously. There's no need to harass people over something they said or did 5 or 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You know, as long as they're not the same person they were back then. Like, I'm not the same person I was back then. You know, I used to be some sort of, asshole, I guess you could say, some sort of troublesome person who would always get in trouble at school and get in trouble with some sort of, you know, whatever the case may be, some sort of law. And I was on probation for a couple of years when I was like fucking 10 or 11 because of something that happened like 5 years prior to that, and they fucked around for so long that it didn't even matter. I mean, let me tell you something. Most crimes don't matter at all. Like, who cares if some dog gets stabbed? Who cares if some, you know, buddy gets murdered? Let's be real here. It's the fucking year 2022. There's billions of people on this earth. I'm sure we can spare a few dead bodies here and there. Okay, I'm sure we could fucking, you know, figure something out about all this. And I'll tell you what, we send our people to go out to war anyway. We send our own military to fucking fight. So, really, who cares? Fucking cat, get out of the way. You're my kind. Do not be stupid, and I will not be stupid back. Anyways, as I was saying before I got interrupted by cat powers, I think personally the whole issue with people wanting to cancel each other. Like, seriously? You're gonna cancel something just because someone said something like 5 years ago? Like, I honestly really don't care if someone doxes me. I don't care if someone finds my location and comes to my house. Like, I legitimately don't care. I've had people do that before, and I'm totally fine with that. Because I have really nothing going for me. And so I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Come to my house. Let's hang out. Let's fucking party. Let's chat. Let's have a good time together, you know? And I honestly think that people need to understand that really nobody cares in the end whether someone said or did something 5-10 years ago. And, you know, enough talking about celebrities and how bad some of these celebrities are. Let's talk also about society as a whole. And what do I mean by that? I mean, you know, Twitter in particular. Like, let me tell you something about Twitter. Twitter is a fucking cesspool of garbage and hatred and overall just chaos and bullshit. Simply because I don't know why. But why is everybody on Twitter so fucking stupid? Like, yeah, you got 1 or 2, maybe 3 good people on Twitter, but the rest are cesspools of fuckheads who, if you say anything bad about their fandom, or you say anything bad about their political views, you say anything bad about XYZ, you're gonna get fucking murdered on Twitter. You're gonna get fucking canceled. You're gonna get people sending you death threats, sending you, you know, messages up the ass about how you're wrong and how you should go to hell, which hell doesn't even exist. Christianity's stupid. Religion is fucking stupid. It's all just a big giant ass cult. Okay? Yeah. Let me be offensive for like 2 seconds. Yeah? And besides, who cares? You know, what I say, I mean, you can live however the fuck you want to live. If you want to live in, you know, the world of Donald Trump or any other Republican, I don't care. If you want to live as a Democrat or a Republican or a liberal or whatever, I really don't give a shit. If you want to live as a Jew or a Muslim or a Christian or XYZ, I don't give a shit. As long as you can respect who I am and what my beliefs are, like for me, there is no God. He doesn't exist, right? There is nothing. Let me tell you a little something. I was watching something by George Carlin a few months ago, and he brings up good points. It's a shame he's gone now. He died, but he died for a long time ago. But it's really sad that he died, but he brought up some good points while he was still alive. So the whole thing about Christianity and overall religion as a whole is bullshit. How can one man, one giant fucking supposed the God himself, how could he watch several billions of people? How could he watch billions of people in the US alone, let alone China, or Russia, or the UK, or, Sweden, or anything else, any other country, any other fucking planet even? Because if he's the all-seeing, all-knowing guy, at what times do you think that's too much? How can he watch everybody on this fucking earth at once? Watching every single thing that they do. And I tell you what, that makes about as much sense as fucking algorithms on YouTube or the bot system on fucking Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and things like that. It doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Again, how could one man watch billions of people at once? And, for those people that are like, oh, you don't believe in Christianity or Methodism, or you're not Christian, not Methodist. You're going to hell because you're a Jew. You're going to hell because you're Muslim. You're going to hell because this and that. You don't believe in Christianity. Like, that's fucking retarded. That's about as dumb as you can possibly get. That's about as bad as people saying that playing video games will fucking send you to hell. Let me tell you something. If hell does exist, which I highly, severely doubt that it does, then I'm going there for the rest of my eternities, because I'm playing video games left and right. I'm a gamer till the day that I die. And some people, they like to argue, oh, thou shalt not kill. Don't kill people or you're going to hell automatically. But what about the military? We give the military so much more slack. It's like, oh, God bless the USA, God bless our military, and people come home from war and, they get praise, they get, oh, thank you for your service and this and that. Most times, these people have also killed. So, in essence, if we as a normal society aren't allowed to kill people, then why in the fresh fuck are we allowing our people in the military to fight and kill? Why are we allowing countries to go to war? 9 times out of 10, you go to war, someone is dying. Nobody goes through war unscathed. At all. Some people never come home, and if they do come home, it's in a body bag or a casket. And some people, they don't even get that. They stay in the country, dead, rotting away from their family and friends, forever having those family and friends wonder where they went. Are they okay? No, they're fucking dead, dumbass. What the hell you think? But, and also, let me tell you something that I don't really think should exist. The Pledge of Allegiance. Alright? You have all these things. We're supposed to be the United States of America, right? And in schools since fucking kindergarten, first grade, we have been indoctrinated. And that's what it is. It's fucking indoctrination. We are getting put into this indoctrination where we say the Pledge of Allegiance every fucking day. You know, the whole I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and blah 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 blah, one nation under God, indivisible. Yeah, we're fucking divided. So that's bullshit. That's absolutely bullshit. That's garbage, that's stupid, that's fucking retarded. You know, one nation. What about the other countries? You know, I mean, shouldn't it be worldwide? Or, you know, one world under God? And I get it, you know, some people don't believe in the God, they believe in some other variation. But let's be fucking real here. That's also bullshit. Right? You know, shouldn't we at least have something for the people in those other countries who believe in our God? That again doesn't even fucking exist, but you know, shouldn't we just be like one world, indivisible, instead of one nation? It's fucking stupid. It's about as dumb as I am, and I'm fucking retarded. Okay, I'm dumber than dumb. But in essence, what makes you think that, you know, some guy, you know, and also George Carlin also brought this up. He brought up the fact that, you know, God loves you, Jesus loves you, unless you do one of the 10 things that you should not be doing. And I could tell you one thing, that's bullshit. So what if you cheat on your husband or your wife or boyfriend, girlfriend? You know, that shouldn't automatically send you to hell. That shouldn't, and also killing people, depending on the circumstances, should not send you to hell. Again, the military, you know, some people, they have no choice. But what if a burglar comes into your house and you have no choice but to kill them? Oh, he killed someone, he should go to hell. Bitch, go fucking hang yourself and fucking commit suicide, because, you know, and if you're not gonna hang yourself, at least fucking shoot yourself in the head. Being so fucking retarded. So I want to tell you something, people are really dumb when you stop and think about it, because, you know, people don't even know about the circumstances. You know, they're also, you know, going back to Twitter, they are very quick to judge, and they don't even know, they don't even fucking know the fuck? They don't even know what the circumstances were for why people said or did some of the things that they have said or done in the past few years. And even if, you know, this whole cancel culture, and that's what it's fucking cancel culture, everyone's trying to cancel each other. Like, seriously, I don't like your opinion, so I'm gonna berate you on fucking Twitter, and I'm gonna cause you to get canceled because I don't like what you said to me last night. I don't like what your tweet has to do with anything. And it's fucking stupid. I really hate that. Because nobody's willing to listen to anybody else or anything else. And essentially what you're telling me is that we've been lied to from the very beginning of our time in our lives. Yeah, we've been taught that people do things or say things, you know, and, you know, we're entitled to free speech. We are entitled to say what we want when we want. We're entitled to basically do what we want at this point, as long as it's not murdering people. Like, you know, I get it. You may not like that I hate Undertale. I can't stand that game. I really hate Undertale. It's dumb, it's stupid, and overall should be gone. I think that game should just die, no longer exist, never should have fucking existed in the first place. But some people, they don't like me saying that, and they're gonna fucking cancel me because I don't like Undertale, and people don't like what I have to say. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I don't care. I agree with half the shit people tell me anyway. Oh, you're a fucking faggot. Oh, guess what? I agree with you. Oh, I'm gonna dox you. Okay, sure. I don't care. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna fucking come to your house and fucking brutally murder you. Sure. Go ahead. I don't care. Beats fucking killing myself anyway, which I was planning on doing in the first place. Better to have someone else do it than me. Go for it. Oh, I'm gonna get your fucking Twitter banned. Okay. I have nothing on Twitter anyway. Like, yeah, I got a few followers, but I don't care if my Twitter gets shut down. Oh, well, I'm gonna ban your fucking, I'm gonna get your fucking Facebook account banned. You don't think I haven't been trying to do that? Every little thing you say or do on Facebook, as well as YouTube and some other platforms, most likely will get you blocked or banned completely. And guess what? I don't care. I'll just make another account on Facebook and go right back to square one. I don't mind restarting from the beginning. I don't mind people trying to murder me. I'm so used to it at this point that I welcome it. I welcome someone to come and try. You're welcome to fucking try. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, at this point, say and do whatever you want. This is America, the supposed land of the free, where we can say and do whatever the fuck we want. I'm sure you people could have a justifiable reason for, killing an innocent person like me. Someone who hasn't done anything wrong in several years. I haven't done anything wrong since fucking 2009. And let me tell you something. I do what I do, if anything at all. If I do something illegal, like let's say hypothetically I steal something like food, it's only because out of necessity. You know, some people, because of the crisis that we are living in right now, where no one is actually getting a job because no one's hiring, or they say they're hiring, but nobody wants to hire me. Nobody wants to fucking hire anybody else. And so people are without jobs and soon to be without homes, you know, without money, without this and that. How else do you live? How else do you fucking live without, you know, either killing yourself and ending your own life, or doing illegal shit, like becoming a thief, or killing people to get money, or this or that. You know, some people are so fucking desperate because they need to feed their families, they need to feed their friends who may be homeless, or who may be this or that. And I get it, you know, just because you're homeless, or just because, you know, you're about to be homeless, or whatever the case may be, you have no money, no job, that doesn't really excuse anything, but that excuses it a hell of a lot more than doing it when you have all this money. If you can afford to buy Hot Pockets, fucking buy Hot Pockets. If you can't, I'd say go for it. Fucking become a thief. You know, start stealing. Because if that's the only way that you can satisfy your hunger and you don't have to end up dying, go for it. I think these big companies, these big corporations like fucking Walmart, they need to have a few things stolen for the greater good of humanity. Say, but who cares? That's just my thoughts on it. Honestly, I think that this world is fucked, so go ahead, take a chance. You know. And what's the worst that could happen? You go to jail. Hey, at least when you go to jail, you basically have a house. You are living under a roof. You get free food. You know, you have shelter. You have a bed. You have water. Food. You have pretty much everything you didn't have here when you became homeless, or when you have the risking of being homeless. At least you have something. And honestly, if I have to go back to jail, I don't really care. I mean, yeah, I would prefer not to go back, but if I absolutely had to, sure. I didn't mind going to jail. I actually kind of liked it there. Let's be real. Because you have people there you could talk to and hang out with. Sure, they may not be the ideal people to hang out with and talk to, but at least you have people to talk to. At least you have a conversation. At least you have, again, food and shelter and things like that. And even if you don't get fed by the people that are running that establishment, I'm sure some of the other prisoners wouldn't mind sharing their food with you. You know, in some cases. Like, I mean, in some cases when I was in jail, you know, I didn't really eat a whole lot because, you know how it is. I mean, you're in jail. So, you're just trying to get used to everything. And some of the other prisoners and inmates, you know, they're like, oh, shit, you're not eating anything. Because I'd always give them my food. But, you know, when I started eating, they started giving me things that they wouldn't eat. Or working for a trade or something. It's like, yeah, I'll give you all my cookies in exchange for this or that. I'm fine with that, you know. At least I'm getting fed. At least I'm not homeless anymore. I mean, because they call it a jailhouse for a reason. Because it's sort of like a house. Yeah, you don't get as much luxuries. But hey, at least you don't have to pay the bills. At least you don't have to pay to be there. Oh, here's a great idea. How about we essentially use all these abandoned prisons and jails that are in the US, right? We take all the abandoned jails and prisons here in the US and we put all the homeless people there. So they have a place to live and a place to eat and a place to overall just stay away from the elements like the rain and the snow and things like that and the heat. Because, I'll tell you what, I can't even stand being outside in the fucking heat for more than like 30 minutes. Imagine having to live like that for a few days, weeks, months, years even. Imagine having to go to sleep and the only thing to lay your head on is the cold fucking concrete. Or the fucking, you know, newspaper. And as newspapers are slowly being phased out, you don't even have that. So I think we should at the very least do something to help people out. You know, if we're not going to attempt to even give these people housing, special housing for them, with food and water, at the least we could do is put them, not as in jail or prison, because we'd have to remove the bars so that you know, they can go outside whenever they want. They could do whatever they want. They can hang out with whoever they want. You know, take out the bars or the doors and things like that. And if we're gonna put doors in these buildings, at least have some sort of door that is, you know, good. And if we can't do that, at least leave the jail doors open at all times. So that, again, they have access to everything and everyone. You know, talking to everybody and things like that. But I'm a firm advocate in believing that, yeah, in some cases, let's become thieves. You know, if there's no food in the house. Or things like that. Be a thief. Take a chocolate bar or a candy bar just to satisfy your hunger, just even for a little bit, while you figure out the situation. Now, don't do it just to be doing it. Don't be, you know, going to places like fucking Walmart and stealing shit 24/7. But be creative about it. Be fucking sneaky about it as well. And things like that. Because, other people don't understand my philosophy on things. They don't understand that some people can't help the fact that they're homeless and they have no money. And it's either that or they starve to death or they become dehydrated and things like that. And really, who wants to spend their whole life going from dumpster to dumpster at certain places like McDonald's or Wendy's or Taco Bell or pizza places or whatever just to find food? Some people, they sleep in a dumpster because they have nothing else. And it sickens me that as a society we allow this to happen. So at the end of the day, and it's a kind of a roundabout way of saying it, but what the fuck is wrong with this world? Why are so many people stupid? Why are so many people afraid? Think about it this way. The more people you help become less homeless, give people jobs, the more money you will have put into these areas. For example, the more people, the more money people make, the more money will be in our society. It'll help the government out, even though I fucking despise the government. It'll help out other places. It'll help out the person that is looking for a job or looking for some sort of help, and things like that. And also, just try to not be an asshole to each other. Just let people live the way they want. If they want to live a life of racism, or they want to live a life as being a thief, or they want to live a life as whatever, let them. There's no reason for you to try to correct them. There's no reason for that, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to fucking stop just because you dox them, or just because you threaten them, or you try to cancel them. Most people like me, I don't care. Like, if I'm gonna be an asshole and I'm gonna be a bad person, nothing you say or do is gonna fucking change that. So, and that's why I don't really care, because A, I have no real actual dirt that matters. I'm gonna say it, I'm not anything important. I've never been important. Ever. In my entire life. Never been important to anybody or anything. So, really, I don't even know why I'm here. But I also don't understand why people would make a big deal out of nothing. Like, I really don't care at the end of the day what someone says or does, as long as they're not brutally murdering people out in the fucking streets. That's fine. I don't care if someone says something or does something wrong, or that's deemed wrong by society. Because sometimes people say and do things all the time to basically just say fuck it. Fuck society. People live and do and say how they want, when they want, what they want. And there really is no way around it. I personally don't care what happens. I don't care what, in the end, happens to me. So go ahead. Spill the beans. Tell my location on Twitter. Tell my location on Facebook. Really, in the grand scheme of things, if I really wanted people to know where I live, I'll tell them. I will make a fucking post on Facebook. I'll make a post on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere else. I'll make a fucking Snapchat, even though I hate Snapchat. I'll make a fucking TikTok, even though I downright despise TikTok. You don't have to fucking do it for me. I am fully capable of giving out my information at any time. Okay? I guess it saves me the hassle of doing it, so, by all means, go ahead. But, you know, I'm fully capable of doing things like that. I'm fully capable of you know, killing myself if the time or need ever happened, arose for that. You don't have to come in here if you're being righteous. And that's the thing. A lot of people act like they're righteous. They're self-righteous bastards who think, oh, by me killing this person or by me canceling this person, I'm doing the world a favor and a good deed. No, you're just being a fucking cunt. You're being the biggest douchebag in the fucking cat litter. Right? You're nothing but a fucking ass turd in the cat litter box. No one likes you. No one cares about you. You're nothing to anybody. And I get it. Some people don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care if I'm anything to anybody or not. I decide how I want to live my life. I say and do whatever I want because I don't care about the consequences. I don't care about any consequences at all. So really, just flat out, you know, saying, oh, he said the N-word 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I don't care. It's just a word. As long as I'm not actually being racist. Okay, so here's another thing. Kind of a side rant. It's not really racist, in my opinion, unless you act upon it. Like, just saying the N-word, sure, you can say it. I don't care. Black or white, Asian, Hispanic, I don't care. You can say whatever word you want. As long as you're not malicious about it and trying to kill people because of their skin color. I think, as an American, and hell, even other countries like Russia, Japan, whatever, you have a right to say whatever you want. You want to call someone the N-word? Go ahead. You want to be racist? Go ahead. I don't care. As long as you're not actually being racist. It's fine to say the N-word, in my opinion. Because it's just a word. And sure, I know what it means. And I don't care. As long as you're not actively trying to kill people or berate them just because of their skin color. It's fine to say words. And last I heard, oh, they're breaking. That thing's breaking. It's dead. But yeah, you know, I personally don't give a half pint of a shit fuck. Because words are words. Whether they have meaning or not. And, yeah. So really, no word is actually a bad word. It's just society just being society. Society is just saying, fuck you, you shouldn't be saying this word, saying that word. Why not? I can say whatever word I want. I'm in America. At least I'm not being fucking attacked by Winnie the Pooh over in China. Yeah, that's right. I fucking called ding ding ring ding fucking ching ching whatever the hell the guy's name is, Winnie the Pooh. So what? I mean, it kind of fucking looks a little bit like him. Oh, you want to get offensive on me just because you look like a fucking yellow turd that fucking hangs out with a rabbit and a fucking donkey that committed suicide? Or was about to commit suicide? I mean, you know, at some point, fucking Eeyore fucking killed himself. Which I think is kind of hilarious when you think about it. Like, seriously, what was the whole purpose of Eeyore anyway? Eeyore kind of sucked. But anyways. I'm a cat. Yeah. So anyways, guys and gals, that's it for this video. What the fuck do you think? What do you think about everything I just said? Ooh, ooh. But anyways, as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, people in Brohoof.